building a feature with AI for the past 2 hours. Same chat, full context, the model understands everything, but then something breaks. And you give the error to AI, it fixes it and you move on until something else breaks. And you repeat the same cycle again. But an hour later, the entire feature built by you is held with the patches you don't understand and you're scared to touch the code. Sound familiar? Hey everyone, this is Suhani and today we are going to talk about something very important. Most of the developers have figured out the basics of AI assisted coding. You keep your project in the same chat, the model builds the context over the time, and debugging feels almost automatic. But here's what no one talks about. The workflow has a hidden flaw. The problem isn't that AI is debugging badly. The problem is that it debugs too quickly. When AI fixes a bug without explaining its reasoning, you might get a working app, but it's a weaker development. The fix ships, but the understanding doesn't. And 2 weeks later, you end up with same class of bugs appearing somewhere else, and you're stuck in the same loop of pasting, fixing, and moving on. This is what I call silent debugging. And it's quietly becoming the biggest traps in AI-assisted coding. There is another failure mode that hits harder in longer sessions. Suppose you've been working in the same chat for 3 hours. The model knows everything, your code, your logic, your schema, your design. But somewhere in the 4th hour, it starts to drift from its original decisions. It suggests something that contradicts with what it built 30 minutes ago. It reintroduces the patterns you've already rejected. This isn't the bug in AI, it's just how context window works. But some of the developers do not notice it until something is broken in a way that can't be easily traced. So what's the solution? First, make AI explain before it gives any fixes. Don't just paste the error into the chat. Give AI the context and ask what caused it and why. Force it to reason out loud before it touches the code. This does 2 things for you. First, it slows down the AI from giving you quick patches. And second, it gives you something that you can actually evaluate. And if the explanation does not make sense to you, push back and don't accept the fix. Second, treat longer sessions with suspicion. If you've been working in the same chat for a while and notice a bug that feels surprising to you, don't just hand in the error to AI. Ask AI if it has contradicted earlier decisions in this project, and you'll be often surprised how easily AI can catch its own drift. Third, own the diagnosis even when you outsource the fix to AI. Before pasting an error, spend 60 seconds of your time understanding and making your own hypothesis of the causes of the error. You don't always have to be right, but you always have to be thinking. Because if you skip this step every single time, you're not building with AI. You're just watching AI build for you. So this is it for this video and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to the channel because we are going to be coming up with a lot of videos on AI native development, debugging workflows and modern engineering. So I'll see you in the next video.